Okay, so today is eighth class, and as part of eighth class, we are going to cover topics like queues, public group, assignment rules, auto response rules. So we will be covering these four topics today. Now next is what is queue. So anyone is having any idea about queues in normal words? No idea?
No, sir.
Okay, so queue is a group of multiple users and public groups, okay, and which we use for assigning any record in waiting area, like suppose any case is getting created, okay, so that new case will come to that queue, and whoever are there in that queue, they can accept that case and start working on that. Likewise, we can create for lead as well and for other custom object as well, where we want to do some automation, so we can do. So whenever case gets created, so on the basis of some criteria, it gets assigned to the specific queue. Okay, and then whoever are part of that queue, so those people can see those record and accept and start working on that. Okay, I will go to the org now, and I will show how to create queues. So in your org, you have to go to the setup. From here, gear icon, we have this setup. Under setup, it normally comes under user here. Okay, but you can also search from this quick find box, QUE. So here it will come. Okay, so here you can see the definition as well. So queues allow group of users to manage our shared workload more efficiently. A queue is a location where records can be routed to await processing by a group of members. The record remain in the queue until user accept them for processing, or they can transfer to any another queue. Okay, so we can transfer any record from one queue to another queue as well, and you can specify the set of objects that are supported by each queue. Okay, so each queue, whenever we are creating a queue, so we have to select the object for which we want to create that queue, so that if we will do some automation, so in that case it will be applicable for that object, as well as the set of users that are allowed to retrieve record from queue. Okay, so now we have to create a queue. Okay, so here we have button as new. We just have to click on this new button, and like as usual, we have to give a name of that queue. Okay, so here you can also see the some description, so you can read out whenever you will do the practice. So for level, I will be giving what could be the queue name. I'm just creating a case queue, where whenever any case will get created in the system, so it will assign to this queue. Case queue, uh, Yeah, I will just give this name, case queue. You can give the name according to the business requirement. So a business also provide the specific name of the queue. Okay, so that if in future if they want to add someone or modify something, then they can utilize. It's not like you have to give any name in this queue. So I'm just giving a label as a case queue just for an example in training purpose. And queue email, if you want to give any email, then you can put here send email to members. So here we have one checkbox. So if you will enable it, so whenever any record gets assigned in this queue, so all of the group member or queue member will get email alerts. Okay. So whatever the user we will select here, either through a specific user or public group. Okay. So all of those users will get an email alert by saying that we have a record. Queue description, you can add a purpose as per the business justifications. Next section is we have supported object. So for if you are creating this queue, so for which all object it will support. Okay, so we must have to specify any object. If you will not assign that object and if you will try to utilize for that object, then it will not come during the selection process. So right now I am creating this queue for case. Okay, so here I will select object as a case. Second case. Level object here we have approval submission, candidate, communication, customer data, engagement channel favorite. Okay, this is our free version, right? So that's the reason case object accessibility is not there. So here we will go ahead with the lead object. Okay, and I will rename it as a lead queue because case is not enabled, and this enablement depends on the licensing, right? And which I had already discussed. So in free version, I mean developer version, you will not get access for all of the object, and in the by default you will get lead object access. Okay, so let's proceed with lead. So I'm just giving a name as lead queue. Okay. Now I will select this lead object and I will move to the right side. So lead object got selected, and here queue members. So here we have to add members. Okay. So who all will have access to this queue? So that if any record will come under that queue, so they will get alert and they can select from there. So here you can see the description also. To add member to this queue, select a type of member, then choose the group, role, and our user from the available members. So here we have multiple options. If you want to select any specific users, then you have to select this as a user, and all the user list will come whoever is there in this system. Okay. So here you can see Amy is there, Ben, Stuart is here, David is here, And I can say this Rajan is also here, right? Tanmoy Shah is here in this group. So for now, I will just add this Rajan Mr. We can add multiple users in this queue. Okay, so for timing, I'm just adding one user. Apart from that, we also have option for selecting public group. Okay, so as soon as I will click on this public group, so whatever the public groups you have in your system, so those will appear here, and you can assign those public groups in this queue. Okay, so right now we have two public groups. So I will select this my team public group, and I will move it to right. So now we have one user and one public group we have selected. Here we have two more option roles. So whatever the roles are there in your company, I mean in your org, okay, so all those roles will appear here. Like CEO role, I've created CFO role, CEO, COO, channel sales team, chief sales officer, director QA, director channel sales. So all these roles are there in this organization. Okay. So if you want to assign any specific role, so whoever will be part of that role, they will get direct access to this queue. And whatever the new record will come, so that email alert will go to them as well. Okay, so if you want to select on the role basis also, so you can go ahead and select any and move from left to right, then it will be selected. Here we have role and subordinates. If you want to assign people in this group through role and subordinate, then you just have to select this role and subordinate, and you have to move it to right. But right now I am not selecting any role and subordinates here. So I will just go ahead with the public group and user. Now we have to save it. So you can see we have one queue, that is lead queue, and I have just created. You can see the last modified time and modified by name and supported objects as well. So in my org, I have 5 queues. So here you can see this queue assignment. This queue is for 2 objects. So all those are coming in this list, supported object list. You can modify any any queue. Also, you can delete queue. Okay, but before deleting, we have to remove all the queue members so that it will not link to any. Okay, so we if you want to edit, so we just have to click here, or we have to click on this edit, and then you can modify whatever you want. Okay. Any doubt in queues? I will discuss like how we are going to use this queue in later classes. Okay, so during that we will utilize this lead queue which we have created this today. Okay, any question in queues?
No, sir.
Okay,